We're going to talk about shotgun ammunition. One of the biggest myths with shotguns is that you're guaranteed to hit. Point the gun in somebody's direction, pull the trigger, and you're guaranteed to hit them. It's not so. I've had people miss with shotguns at 25 yards. I've had people miss at close quarters. The problem with shotguns at close quarters is it takes time for that shot to spread. So if you're dealing within a house, you're dealing up to 5 yards, the chances are the pattern of that gun is not going to be that great. Possibly 4 or 5 inches max, depending on the gun, depending on the choke, and depending on your choice of ammunition. When you get a shotgun, get a couple different types of ammunition, go to the range and pattern the gun. By patterning the gun, you're going to see how the gun shoots with different types of ammunition, how the shot spreads. Now, the two main sizes of shell for tactical guns is 2 3/4 inch, which is this. This is a copper slug, and 3 inch. This is T-shot. A lot of people say you should load with 2 3/4 inch. That way you get more shells in the tube of your pump gun, your semi-automatic. I tend to load with 3 inch shells. The reason being, I want to put out more shot. As you see, the size isn't that different. Even if you want to load your tube with 2 3/4 inch shells, why not put a 3 inch shell in the chamber? It's not taking up any space, and your first shot will put out more shot. You want to do as much damage to the target as possible. Okay. Now, for those of you who's not seen inside of a shot shell before, I've split this one open. So, this shell has got a plastic wad, and that wad is where the shot shells go. This is T-shot. Some shells are paper wads, this one is plastic. As that leaves the barrel, those wings fly open, and then the shot spreads. Underneath the wad, you see there's the powder charge. It's not much. That's pretty harmless. If we light that up now, it would just fizz. Yeah, there's your primer, which needs to be hit to get that to go. So that's your shotgun shell. Now, different types of shot. This is a slug. That's a 1 ounce lead rifled slug. Used for hunting deer, hog. Tactically, slugs are used for breaching doors, etc., etc. Personally, I don't see much need for slugs. To me, a shotgun's a scattergun. If you want a precise weapon, then you want to be using a rifle. But a shotgun generally is a scattergun. Yeah? You're putting out multiple pellets to do as much damage as possible and at distance to cover an area. Yeah, if you shot somebody with that, if you hit somebody with that, that's going to do a lot of damage though. There's your slug. This is 000 buck from a 3 inch shell. That's what's going to come out of one shell. You've got 10 pellets. These are about the same size as a 9mm. So putting one of those shells into somebody would be like hitting them 10 times with a 9mm. So you see, that's a nasty round. Now this is 00 buck. This is what you get out of a 2 3/4 inch 00 buck round. This is your regular tactical load. This is what most people load with. Yeah? To me, it's not one of the best loads. I think a lot of law enforcement, military use this load because it's about as politically correct as you can get with a shotgun. It'll still do a lot of damage, but there's better loads out there if you ask me. That's 00 buck. Most 2 3/4 inch shells, you get about 9 or 10 pellets, just a little bit smaller than a 9mm. Now, if I'm using buckshot, I prefer to load with number 4 buckshot. As you see, this is a 3 inch shell. You get a lot more pellets. There's like 40 pellets there. Each shell holds about 40 pellets. So you see it's smaller than a 9mm, but just slightly bigger than a 22. So one shell of 3-inch number 4 buck is going to put 40 pellets in somebody's direction. Now, you don't have to be a doctor to realize a wound from number 4 buck, a 3-inch shell of number 4 buck, is going to be a lot nastier than a wound from 00 buck. Yeah, because you got a lot more pellets. And those little pellets are going to be bouncing around all over the place. Now, my favorite shot, what I load my guns with, my tactical shotguns, is T-shot. T-shot is used for hunting duck, hunting geese, hunting coyote. It's steel. This shot here is steel. In one 3-inch shell, you've got 60 to 70 pellets, depending on the manufacturer. Again, that's about the size of a 22. So putting one shell of T-shot towards somebody is putting is like shooting them 60 to 70 times with a 22. That's going to be a nasty wound. With the steel is going to penetrate. Once it gets inside somebody, that's going to bounce all over the place. Why a lot of law enforcement doesn't use T-shot, the number 4 buck, is because I'm sure these shells would be classed as being too inhumane. Because a doctor trying to put somebody together after taking one of these to the chest, taking one of these to the stomach, is going to have a very, very difficult job. Now, smaller again than the T-shot is BBB. Again, this is steel shot. It'll penetrate. This is used for hunting geese. It's used for hunting duck. And again, at close quarters, this is going to make a mess out of somebody. If you put a couple of shots of T-shot, of BBB towards somebody, you're going to shred them. They're going to do a lot more damage than your 00 buck. Yeah? Because you're putting out more pellets. At distance, you'll stand a better chance of hitting. Now, as far as birdshot's concerned, this is number 4 buck. Sorry, this is number 4 birdshot. As you see, these pellets are very, very small. At close quarters, I wouldn't want to be shot by it. It will do damage. But at any distance, these pellets are not going to have the power or weight to penetrate. They'll still do a lot of damage. They'll still hurt somebody. But as a tactical load, I'd say the smallest you want to go is the BBB, which is pretty high. This is nitro steel, comes out at a high velocity, and it's got enough weight to penetrate. The birdshot, not too much. Yeah? So when you get a shotgun, if you got a shotgun, get a selection of different types of ammunition, take it to the range, and pattern the gun. Yeah? Tactical, be it 2 3/4 inch, be it 3 inch, is your choice. But I'd suggest, for a tactical load, you want to be looking at number 4 buck, either 2 3/4 or 3 inch shells, or T-shot. That's like the letter T. You get it in most gun shops, as it's used for hunting geese, hunting duck, etc. To me, these are the best tactical loads for close quarters.